Well, hi, Minder.
Hi.
We're
trying a whole new thing today.
Yeah, we were just like talking for the last almost 40 minutes trying to figure this shit out.
Mm-hmm.
What time even is it? I don't know anymore. Yeah, oh yeah, oh my god, almost an hour. Yeah, almost an hour trying to figure out.
Well, actually, about 30 minutes. We started about 8:10, but yeah, about 30 minutes. Trying to.
Really yawning. Fuck.
Oh no, I'm that bored
Bad.
that she yawned as soon as we started our conversation. You did yawn I want to point out, you did yawn the entire time we were, doing this tech stuff.
Oh my god, I know. It must be some weird brain thing. That's like as soon as we hit record, yawn immediately. But anyway, hi. What you're listening to, it's the Neurodivergent Convergence Podcast. We are two neurodivergent best friends navigating the neuroverse together as two late diagnosed neurodivergent women. This is our experience with neurodivergent shit that we talk to you about here every Thursday, and this is way off order, but it's fine. I don't know what happened to my intro, but I've lost it. Because we are living in a neurotypical world, and we are not neurotypical girls. Welcome to the shit show. My name is Niki, and that's Amanda. Say hello, Amanda.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Amanda.
Yay! She did the thing.
She did the thing.
I was listening to the episode the other day, and I was like, it made me think of the part from Shrek with the Shrek 3, I think it is, with the boy. Do the roar.
Do the roar. Shrek 4. That was Shrek 4.
Roar. Shrek. Do the roar. That's right.
Do the roar.
Do the roar. Oh, God. Okay.
And if you're watching us, my background's a little bit different now. I'm at my mom's today, so.
Yeah, and mine's a little bit different because I have my overhead light off because fuck the lights right now. Everything hurts, including my head and my eyeballs. So I have my blue blockers on and the lights off and a blaring fucking LED in my face. It's going to be fine. And I look like death warmed over today because that's about what I am.
It's about 8, almost 9 o'clock. And I'm right before we record. So that's how I was looking today. I did manage to put on a shirt. You're welcome, everybody. So I did put on a shirt instead of my giant ass like pajama hoodie. So you don't have to see that.
I had just the the sports bra on, and then I was like, you know what, I'm cold. I'm gonna go get my sweater. So I got
it is like in the teens right now. So
yeah, we're back to freeze your asshole off weather here.
It's supposed to be in the 50s or 60s next week.
Yeah, and then we'll be back to freezing our assholes off. It'll rain, and then we'll wake up the next morning, and it'll all be a fucking ice slick. Welcome to Illinois weather. If you don't like it, stick around for 5 minutes. It'll fucking change. Anyway, we've got some shit to talk about today, and apparently lots of yawns. Because this is yawn number 2 for future Niki, editing this for future Niki. This is yawn number 2. I am burnt the fuck out officially. So we're going to talk about that today. But before we do, we have lots of fun and fuckery for you. If you stick around for the Chronicles of Jeremy, boy, let me fucking tell you, this is going to be a good one. We going to have us a giggle. So if you're sticking around for Jeremy at the end of this episode, you're going to be very blessed by Jeremy and his ridiculousness. So, Demanda, as my brother used to call you, I have forgotten yet again to light our candles. Talk to me about your life. How long has it been since we have spoken? Because you're good at this and I'm not.
You say that and I completely blanked. When was the last time we recorded? I think we did it.
It was not that long.
Monday?
Yeah.
It was Monday. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking it was Monday because we were like, oh, we're really pushing the wire because we typically upload things on Thursday.
Right.
So I did it Monday, which today's Thursday, or not, today's Thursday, today's Saturday.
Yes.
So, or at least try to be a little bit more in front of it than last time. But yeah, it was Monday, and then I was thinking that we were supposed to record Thursday, but then Niki completely forgot me. So that was funny. It's okay, because we were supposed to record at 8, and I was like, hey, are we still good to record? It's about 9:15. I'm like, well, I'm gonna go change in my work clothes now and change some pajamas. And then 9:30, she's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It was bad. I don't think I have ever forgotten to record with you. But if it makes you feel any better, I have a funny story to tell you before we get into our fuckery.
Okay.
You know you are burnt out when you're in the shower doing the same shower routine that you do every day with the same products that you use every day in the same spot as they always are. And you have just finished washing your hair with the shampoo. And the next step in routine is grab your conditioner bottle and put conditioner on hair. Instead of putting conditioner on hair, you put it on your armpit.
I have totally done that. I've accidentally put bun wash in my hair before.
So, that's the level of fuck off life I am at right now. I put conditioner on my armpits instead of my head. So, yeah, if that tells you anything about what this episode is going to be like. Future Niki, this is yacht number 3. Yeah, that's your sneak preview of what this is about to be. But before we get into just how fucked the one singular brain cell I have left is, and we hear maybe a little bit more from Amanda this time about burnout and how she experiences it, let's do a Mad Lib. Let's give the people what they really come here for. Not to hear us talk, but to hear the fun and the fuckery. Let me situate myself here. Let me flip this over. We are doing Professor Oak, Pokemon Expert. Yes.
Correct. At least I sure hope so, because I already made up books.
Yes, I believe that is correct, ma'am. Let me scoot the mic out of the way. Hold on. I'm sorry if you can hear all of this. Ugh. Okay. All right. Fucking hell. Okie dokie. Ma'am, I need from you a plural noun, please.
Badongadonks.
Love. Down. Down. Got it.
Yeah, I had to erase it multiple times. I'm like, it's a word that just sound. You see, if you sound out, you can spell it. But
That's right. A place, please.
Area 51.
Ooh, okay. Yes, ma'am.
I'm mystical in here.
Noun.
Thumb.
That's gonna be a good one. That's funny. Okay, plural noun, yet again.
Bitches.
I can't read ahead. Don't read ahead. Don't read ahead. Don't read ahead. Oh, that's great. You win the Mad Lib game. Like every time, you're the fucking best. Okay, occupation, please.
People pusher.
People pusher. What the fuck is
Yeah, they're people. I think it's mostly in Japan, but they're like the people that stand outside of like subways and trains to get more people onto the train, because like rush hour and stuff in Japan is absolutely full of people. Yeah,
future
the rush hour and
or
so they have to push people into the train to get as many people on the train as possible. So it's a literal job that people get paid for.
Ridiculous, but fun.
Mm-hmm.
I want to push people. And get paid for it,
and I get paid for it, and people can't be mad at you about it.
Yeah. Okay, how about a color, ma'am?
Salmon.
Salmon. Because the English language is fucking stupid. Article of clothing.
Hooker heels.
Yeah. Perfect. You are Mad Lib goat. Mad Lib goat. Plural noun, yet again.
Loins.
Loins. Verb ending in ing.
Gotta go with it.
You know what it is. You already know what it is.
Yep.
Okay, Jesus, another plural noun.
I told you there's so many nouns that's like basically you can tell which ones I phoned in because like I thought all of these up on Thursday and I didn't do 2 of them, and you can kind of tell which ones I just made up right before we started recording. But the plural noun is mushrooms.
Okay. Okay. Adjective.
Beefy.
Beef.
Beefy. Where's the beef?
Another verb ending in ing.
Throbbing.
Blech. I don't like that word. Okay. Another occupation.
Preschool teacher.
Oh my God. Okay. A noun.
Toilet.
Toilet. And another noun.
Globule.
Globule. Got it. Okay. Okie dokie, folks. Here we go. All right. Get in here. All right. Ready? Here we go. Professor Oak, Pokemon expert. When you think of Ash Ketchum's closest badonkadonk, it's easy to list his traveling companions, but let's not forget about Professor Oak. Professor Oak, that was weird how I said that. Professor Oak lives in Area 51, where wow, help, la 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 la. Let's try again.
You're reading the AI story today, so go look at that.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Okay, let's try that sentence again. Professor Oak lives in Area 51, where he has his research lab. That's fitting. It is powered by a huge thumb that spins in the breeze. Professor Oak is one of Ash's first bitches in his quest to become the greatest Pokemon people pusher.
Yeah, break time. You know, 5
Pokemon people pusher.
people pusher.
Purple people eater.
Pokemon.
He was a one-eyed, one-horn, flying purple people eater. I can't. That's the fucking weirdest song ever. Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Let me just reread this sentence because it's going to make sense altogether without me interrupting it. Ready? Professor Oak is one of Ash's first bitches in his quest to become the greatest Pokemon people pusher. Dressed in a standard salmon lab coat and hooker heels, he spends his days and loins researching and fucking Pokemon to help others reach their goals and mushrooms.
Whoa. Piece of that. Oh, no, I don't want to imagine it. Just to have hooker heels and a pink coat with Pokemon. Childhood's ruined today.
It gets better. Even though he's often beefy, Professor Oak knows almost everything there is to know about Pokemon and does a great job throbbing them for his friends. Professor Oak may not be out there battling a trainer or a preschool teacher, but he has been Ash's biggest ally and toilet. Go, Professor Globule! Holy
I love it.
We are cruising through this book, by the way. We're like 2/3 of the way done.
Good.
We do not have that many left. So,
Excellent.
we'll have to decide which one we're going to do next. Like, I feel like we need to find another fun one like this.
Or either like a nostalgic one or like an adult one.
Yeah. Okay.
Like if they made like a Cards Against Humanity Mad Lib. Oh my god.
Oh my god. That would be amazing. Okay, drink break. All right, so Burnout. The end.
The end.
The end. That's it. That's it. That's all.
Just silence of us staring into the void. That's what for now. It's just staring into the void.
Yeah, pretty much. Like that's how I've felt. I think this is the worst case of burnout I have ever had since 2020. It's really, really, really fucking bad. To the point to where I'm not able to like complete basic functions. But like before I get too far in to like my shit, I've talked a lot the last few episodes, so I want to give you an opportunity to like speak on what your thoughts are on burnout, like how bad it gets for you, maybe like what you do when you're noticing that you're in burnout. Do you have any tips? Are there things that help you, or do you just have to like ride it out? So I kind of want to hear from you. Like, what is your experience with this? How does it present for you? That whole 9 yards.
Talked about burnout before, like when I had my work conference back in September, and then the wedding in July. So had talk about I've had talk oh my god I've had talked about burnout before on my case, but basically what I do is it's partly like just writing it out, like kind of just accepting, okay, I can't really do much without making it worse, in a sense. I do. It kind of just has. It's almost like a chasing the dopamine. Like if I could find something that gives me enough dopamine to basically kind of wake myself out of it.
Yeah.
Like lately, I've been feeling a lot of burnout. Not some from work, because just this past week I've had to read a lot of contracts. I am not a contract lawyer. Never want to be a contract lawyer, especially after this week. And so basically just doing a lot of stuff at work that I never had to do before. And and I've been also working on like basically finishing organizing my house. Like I was pretty close to done after Niki helped me with it. But now I'm kind of like just kind of doing the last little bits that will, to me, make my life feel better. So what I was doing is, when I didn't have it in me to do like full on organize your house in a few hours, or take a few hours to organize my house, stuff like that, what I've been doing is like I will put something, if I'm putting on like dinner or something that cooks in the oven for a good amount of time, like even just 15-20 minutes, I will spend that amount of time doing whatever organization I can do, or cleaning up, whatever, in that amount of time. So that's kind of like my thing, is like, even if you don't have it in you to do a day's worth of cleaning, a day's worth of organizing, a day's worth of chores, I try to make it like a game. It's like, okay, well, how much can I get done in the 15-20 minutes it takes for my dinner to cook?
Yeah.
Or something like that. Like if it's a dinner that I don't need to be by the stove or something to pay attention to. So that's like one thing I do. Lately, been getting very little sleep. When I messaged Niki the other day, I said, yes, I'm aware it's late when I message you. Shut up. Nah, don't judge me. Because like I in 48 hours, I got 3 hours of sleep. Because I got 2.5 hours one night and like 30 minutes the other night. It's like, you think like burnout would make you tired? No, I just get stuck in like scroll paralysis, or just click the next video to watch. And so it's kind of like my brain just shuts down, and to the point where I can't think to, like, even though I'm like so tired, like I can't think to not basically unfocus on what I'm doing. Or it's like I kind of get focused in a way where I can't stop what I'm doing, but it's also like, because it's so brainless, watching you, like if I'm watching YouTube and I hit the next video, then I hit the next one, oh my god, it's suddenly 4 a.m. So that's how I can tell I'm like burnt out, when nothing can really snap me out of it until I kind of just let it happen.
Yeah.
On its all, like, in a natural way. So it doesn't last forever. It just depends. Like I got burnout last day, whatever. I've had burnout last weeks where my house will just become an absolute disaster. Like not dirty, but where my living room couch will just be piled with stuff like that, like boxes from Amazon, or bags and stuff, or stuff, stuff I like when I went to my mom's to get stuff, I'll just put it out on the couch. So there's just been days or weeks where I just let everything go because I don't want to do anything else.
Yeah.
But like you, my work hasn't been as busy. Like I still work the same 40 hours every week because my jobs don't allow overtime. Even though I'm like, well, you guys are wanting to work overtime, and it'd be like that time ahead of it, I would be like, I was like, I'd do 45 hours, get 5 hours of overtime a week. I wouldn't mind that. But like when I get home, I really like, lately I've been playing a lot of like World of Warcraft, so I kind of just get home, play that, kind of like zone out on that for a few hours, and just don't really do much this past week. I don't really have it in me to do much else besides just kind of zone out on a dumb video game. But that's what it's been like for me lately. Like, so not as intense as what you've been going through, but still reading a lot of legal terms that some of them I had no idea, and also making fun of their contracts, because some of these people, you think they proofread their fucking contracts, they do not. So just a lot of that.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, like, this is sort of, it's almost like a new level of burnout that I've experienced. Like, usually if I could get a weekend off, I'm like good to go live. But I'm just, it's so bad. Like, I'm even having a hard time forming sentences doing this. Like, I literally can't string enough words together to get thoughts out. My brain feels just, I don't want to say empty, because it doesn't feel empty, but it doesn't feel like it's off. Like, it just turned off.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's just nobody, the lights are on, but nobody's fucking home. And like,
it's like the wheel is running, but there's no gerbil on it.
Correct. And like the things people say to me are not, like, my audio processing is not, I mean, it's always a little slow, but like, it's really bad. Like, I've asked people to repeat themselves I don't know how many times, because you'll say something to me and either I'm not processing it whatsoever, so I just didn't hear you at all, or I heard you and then not even a minute later I've already forgotten what you said. Because I literally I cannot retain anything I'm being told. I think that's why I forgot about recording, because like, I literally forgot that message as soon as you sent it. Like, that is how quickly I'm not kidding you. Like, I'm already forgetting shit like within 30 seconds of hearing it. And it's sort of scary. If you want the truth, I'm a little worried about it, because I have never been this detached before. Like, I don't know if it really was just all of the stress of and just all the pushing that I did for that 1 week, or what is going on, but like, it might just be a perfect storm of a lot of things. But, and then like the move didn't help, but like, I put conditioner on my fucking armpits, man. Like, what? Like,
like your shell, like shell in person. Like, there's nothing, like, you're moving, but there's nothing going on.
Right. Like, I literally just feel like I am absolutely, like, I just got done telling Ray that I don't have an autopilot function, because she commented in the, she says she doesn't care. So I'm sorry, Ray. I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm sorry. They said that they are on, like, they were watching a video about someone being on autopilot, and how like brushing their teeth and getting out of bed at a certain time and making food and all these things are like on autopilot. And then like a neurodivergent person was commenting on it, and they're like, what function is that, and how do I don't
like that. It's like we have our time forming
right,
like habits. Like, we like not necessarily routine. It's more of what people would consider just a habit. It's like, oh, well, I habitually do this,
right,
so blah blah. But it's like, but you are doing that. Like,
that gives us a lot of dopamine. It's really difficult to form and stick to habits.
Like, habits and tasks, for like, they're considered, or habits are considered like tasks. So
right.
It's kind of like, or how you said, like, you know, showering and everything, that's not necessarily a task. Like, you like doing that, whatever. Like, for me, I consider it a task, because I have to think about, okay, well, I have to let the water warm up. I have to make sure the bathroom's warm enough. And it's like, I have to make sure, because I turn on, especially during the winter, I turn on a space heater in my bathroom long enough. So it's like, I have to make sure I leave it long enough to do this. My hair is so fucking long. It takes so long to wash my hair. Right? So then I have to think about that. Then I have to think about, I'm going to be cold when I get out of the shower, even when I space heater. And then I have to think about all, blah, blah, all this stuff. So it's just the whole process.
I do the mental gymnastics. Don't get me wrong. Like, I do a lot of mental gymnastics about a shower, but like, because it's just what I do. But I also know that like, once I'm in the shower, the hard part for me is getting out of the shower because I don't want to get out of the warm, right? Like, so like I can get in the shower because I want the warm water, but then like the mental gymnastics comes when I'm like, just turn the water off, Nicole. Just turn it off. You got to do it now.
Yeah,
Get out of here. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, my water heater doesn't have that much water in it, so my water heater, it did like last maybe 15 minutes.
is strong. She's a strong bitch. And thank God for it, because I run that shit at melt your skin off. At gas mark, melt your skin off. And I literally don't care how long I stand.
Well, it gets hot. It gets hot, but I can only get hot water for maybe 15 minutes, and then
Yeah, no. We've
yeah,
30 to 45 minutes worth of burn your fucking skin off your body water. So I can't do that like I used to, because my mast cell stuff doesn't allow that, for that like severe temperature change without massive consequences. I'll blow up like a fucking balloon. But like I make it as hot as I possibly can tolerate, without causing massive skin reactions, and stand there for as long as I possibly can tolerate. Which, like I said, is getting shorter and shorter these days. But that's another thing. Like, I've noticed in this past week especially, the fatigue is unlike anything I have ever experienced before. It's almost like I'm sick. And I don't think I am sick. Maybe I am. I don't know.
because you told me that you felt like you were starting to come down with something.
Yeah. But like, the more I think about it, it's like, am I really getting something, or is this just like the worst burnout I've ever experienced in my entire life? Like, my muscles and joints still hurt. Like, and it's not like I'm sick, I have the body flu kind of muscle aches. It's like I've moved too much and I can't get recovered. Do you know what I mean? Like, my wrists hurt, my ankles hurt, my like arm muscles here hurt, my neck hurts, my spine, everything, all of it just fucking aches. Like, I've been working out 6 days a week for the last 6 months, and it feels like I have no physical energy whatsoever, and it's the worst brain fog in the world. I think that at this juncture, all I'm really going to be good for is sitting on the fucking bed and staring into space. Like, it's all I have. It took every ounce of me to sit here and do this tonight. Like, I'm so fucking done. Like, I'm just so done. I'm like desperate for some nothingness, right? Like, a couple of days of absolutely nothingness, and I just can't. Like, I can't. And I don't know what to do about that. Like, we're just not in a place where I can just take a bunch of time off for no reason. And it's just not, like, it's not okay to do it right now. Like, we're just not set up yet for that. Our team's not ready for that. Like, our paycheck's not ready for that. Like, it's just not, I'm not in a spot where I could just like, oh, we'll just take some time off. Do you know what I mean? I can't. Like, I fucking can't. And
Because this is the U.S. and, places don't have to get a lot of time.
Is what it is, right? Like, and we are trying to we have certain financial goals this year. Like, we have financial goals. I have things that I want to go do this year. We would like to start putting money back for a vow renewal for next year. Like, I want to do a 10-year like wedding anniversary, like vow renewal, because my husband and I never had a wedding. We had a courthouse wedding that was plagued with problems, as you well know. So like, you helped save the day several times during that time. Like, to the point to where I didn't even have a proper dress to wear. I was sicker than a fucking dog, almost ringless, almost dressless, and it was just not a great day. Like, other than me marrying him, it was not a great day. It's not a great day. So like, we want a do-over, and that costs money. And like, I'm taking every fucking hour I possibly can get because of that. But like, fuck, man, like, I might not actually make it to next year get some fucking time. But like, I think the only thing right now that's like getting me through this is knowing that at some point this is going to slow down. Like at some point it will figure itself out and even itself out. Like this is not a forever thing. And like, I know that very logically in my brain, but like I said, I am not functional right now like I normally would be. I don't forget to record with you. It's like one of my favorite things to do in the entire world. So that's not a thing that I would forget. Do you know what I mean? And I fucking forgot.
Because even burnout, because like what some people understand, like yes, I think everyone, even like neurotypical people experience burnout because you can get tired, you can get exhausted, but it's kind of like a next level thing where it's like you're so burnt out, and it's kind of like a combination of with depression.
Yeah.
That you don't want to do even the things you like, because it's like I will be playing a game and all of a sudden burnout happens and I can't even fathom the thought of playing like that game.
Right.
That I can't fathom the thought of doing anything else. Like I love to read. It's been a while since like lately I've been trying to help myself, like because I usually go walking, and I don't mind walking when it's like in the 40s and stuff, but when it's 5 degrees outside and there's ice on the ground, I don't want to go walking. So I took a book from home and I will read. Like I have an hour to take lunch. I take 30 minutes because it's like I'm trying to get as much done as possible on this vendor management thing because we're getting audited at the end of February. So I've been taking 30-minute lunches, which I normally do anyway, and then unless I'm walking or running errands. And so I will just read however much I can in that 30 minutes, and then just sit there and just kind of like, I'll close my office door, which I'll be able to do very soon. So I'm kind of relishing that, be able to close my office door for as long as I have an office. And I have blinds on my office door, so I just turn the blind, I'll close the blinds. So try to get more back into reading again. And I even like downloaded an app. I got this idea from Zach, was to download this app to kind of track my reading, kind of make it more like a game. Like I feel like if I have like a checklist or a to-do list or something, it helps me easier to do things. Like, like I got back into playing WoW again because it's like, I want to accomplish these things in WoW, but I got to make a checklist. And so if it's kind of like why I like games that have like quests or missions or something, because it's like, I like seeing that checklist, see all the check marks and all the things I completed. So it's the very autistic brain part of me, and the like that I like to have. I like the autistic brain part of me organizing it, and the ADHD part of me is like, look at this side, seeing this thing completed gives me dopamine.
Yeah.
So, yep, it just comes together.
So yeah, I mean, I'm forgetting simple things that I don't forget, and things that I like to do, and putting conditioner on my armpits, and like just stupid things. And I am so detached. I'm so
like an out of body experience.
It really is an out of. I was trying to lay in bed last night and just trying so desperately to reconnect to my body, because I know I'm so detached. I was just doing anything I could, and I was just laying there. I laid flat on my back with my legs propped up a little bit with some pillows under my knees. I put my heating pad on so that I had something to like sensory anchor me to the bed, and I did some deep breathing and was like trying to feel every breath, the air coming in, the air going out. I was trying to like squeeze my stomach muscles a little bit to like physically force myself to feel my body and like come back to my body. And I just could not even connect. That is how bad this is. Like I can't even breath work my way back to some sort of level of mental clarity. It's just blocked. I'm just blocked, and it's scaring me a little bit. Like I'm a little nervous about it. I'm really hoping that this is not like a precursor to like a whole fucking nervous breakdown or something, because I don't think I've ever felt this detached before. So I'm like desperately trying to continue.
I just felt that like Jordan has, his work responsibilities too. So it's kind of like he can't always be there. Like he was there a lot helping when you were doing the store, but just sometimes when you can. So how does it work with parenting? Because I obviously don't have that experience. So how does that work? Like it's kind of like you're, not forced, but it's kind of like you And your brain knows, it's okay, I have to do this. I can't just, like, ignore my kids. I can't just do this.
But I think, like, in a way it's helpful, but also in a way it's hurtful, because it's helpful in which that I can't fall into a deep enough depression because or like a deep enough inability, because I have an instinctual drive to care for my children that I just have. Like, not every person experiences that way. Some people who are parents maybe can't push through that or don't have that deep instinctual thing, or they're too far gone to tap into that. So it's no, like, I'm not making a blanket statement here, but just me personally, I have an instinctual drive to care for my children. And so even when I don't want to get up and do things for them, I know that I have to. So I just try my best to do those things in the easiest way possible. Like today, breakfast and lunch was delegated to Dunkin' and McDonald's. Like, that's what I needed today. They needed to eat. I needed to feed them. So Dunkin' Donuts and McDonald's did it. Like, I put them in the car and we took a fucking drive. And that's what we did. So they ate their lunch in the car, they ate their breakfast in the car, and we did what we had to do.
What is this, 6? I think it's 6. Yeah.
So, and then, like, tonight, I said, what do you guys want for dinner? You know, I had to feed the dog, I had to feed the kids, and so I was like, okay, I know yesterday, thank God for past me, helping future me out, Noah wanted chicken nuggets last night for dinner, and so I put some chicken nuggets in the air fryer, and I was like, just make enough for tomorrow, that way you have them, because he's inevitably going to want them again, so just cook some extra. So his dinner consisted of telling him to get a paper plate and heat up his nuggets, and Nick's dinner was, what was Nick's dinner? Mac and cheese in the microwave. So, like, I buy the Bob Evans style macaroni and cheese things, but the Aldi ones, because they taste the same. So I buy the Aldi ones, and I always have a couple of those in the fridge for times like this where I can't fucking cook. Like, I just don't have it, but they need to eat. So, you know, they know how to use the microwave. So I'm like, dude, mac and cheese, right? Like, that's what we're going to do. So I have to sort of set myself up for success in that way by having quick and easy things that sometimes they can prepare themselves for lunches and dinners and things like that. Because for me, the earlier in the morning is usually, no matter how burnt out I am, usually I'm a lot better in the morning. Once I hit like 2:30, 3 o'clock, it's all downhill from there. Like, I am just slowly deteriorating after 3 p.m. So I know that if it's bad and it's really bad and I can sort of set up the night during the day, I will do that. And so I did that today. I did a lot of cleaning this morning because my sister was supposed to come see me tomorrow, but the baby's been sick. So she decided to push it back to next weekend, which I was like, that's totally fine. I get it. So we're going to see her next weekend now. But she was coming and I knew my bathroom needed cleaned. I knew the house was just fucking disgusting. And for whatever reason, I had enough energy to follow the dopamine around the house and do as much as I could, which was way more than I
It's also
done.
It's also the thing we talked about of doing something because someone else is dependent on it. Like, oh, my sister's coming, so now I gotta make the house look presentable. Whereas if your sister wasn't coming, I probably wouldn't have done
any of this. So, like, thankfully, she told me she wasn't coming after I had already done a lot of cleaning.
Which, like, that's true though. You gotta have someone tell you that they're coming, so that way it tricks you into doing it.
Right. Well, in the back of my mind, I was thinking, like, she's probably not coming because I knew the baby was not feeling well, and then she started not feeling well. But just in case, right? Like, I don't want to be caught tomorrow with a dirty bathroom and dog hair everywhere and, stuff laying around when I have guests coming over. So I want to make sure all this stuff is clean and ready if they do show up, right? So I just did it. And then that gave me enough dopamine to keep going and a little further. And then probably right around 3:00, I was like, okay, I'm done. Like, I started feeling my muscles aching again. My wrists started hurting. I was getting a headache. I was getting tired. So I finished up what I was doing, 7. And then the boys wanted to build. I showed you the Lego set that I got for Christmas, right? With the Disney villains set with like the book and the apple. So the boys have been begging me to let them help me build that, which basically means let me build it, right? Like let Nicholas build it, really, because that's what he wanted to do. So I was like, okay, that's fine. Like I'll go in there and we can build it together. Well, build it together quickly turned into my autistic oldest child saying, just fuck off, let me do it, basically. Like he just took over the project, and I was like, oh, that's fine.
That's funny. That's funny because yesterday I was at my dad's. I went to my dad's after work, and I got him a model kit of the Millennium Falcon and the Starship Enterprise, Star Trek Enterprise, USS Enterprise, and I got him those. And then so I when I saw them on his table, and that his kitchen tables where he builds those, I said, "Oh, have you started either of them?" I got the Millennium Falcon one for us to like build together, but I didn't know if he started the other one yet. And so he goes, "No, but let's start doing it." It basically turned into me doing it and him like just popping out the pieces, as well. Those ones that are like cardboard and you pop out the different pieces to like just kind of like slot them together. And then like it got to a point like an hour later, I'm like, here, now you follow the next steps because I've just been doing this whole thing. So I didn't need to take it over, but so
yeah, basically
within a couple hours and got
me and just did that. So I was like, that's fine, buddy. You do your thing. Bobby's tired. 8. Yeah.
8.
Creepy face. That's going on the fucking thumbnail. Yeah, that. So yeah. And then what else did I do today? Not much else.
And yeah, I'm the opposite. Like I'm the opposite of where I get that like 2 or 3. I don't know what it is with 2 or 3, but 2 or 3 is like I get so just all of a sudden tired. But then like I get a second wind around 9-10 o'clock. So if I'm not asleep by 9-10 o'clock, I will be awake till like 3 o'clock. And because I'm just such a night person. So
same actually. So that's why I think my body is just so, at this point, like I don't have a choice to be up that late, because when I'm up that late, I literally don't function. So like I think my body has just figured out that like if you don't make her pass the fuck out now at this time, like because around 10 to 10:30 is when I'm physically can't hold my eyeballs open anymore. So like 10:30 at the latest is when I will be going to sleep. If I hit 11 p.m., I'm done. Like I'm done. I'm up.
That's why it surprised me when I saw you playing like on the PlayStation. When I saw you at like midnight, I'm like, how is she still awake? How is this woman, the grandma, how is she still awake?
Yes, because I hit 11 p.m. and I was fucked. And that's all she wrote. Sorry if you heard that. That was my husband's messages and calls make noise on my phone even when it's on silent. So like an emergency thing. So and he's at drill right now. So anyway, yeah, so I think my body and brain has just somehow built a function in where it's like, put her to sleep now, fucking now, or she's never gonna go to bed. So, yeah, I just sort of give in around that time, even if I'm not particularly very tired, because I know that if I lay there for 30 minutes, I will eventually pass out. So, 9? Yeah, 9.
Yep.
9. So, my God, we're probably gonna hit 10 on this one. That's a big one. That's the biggest one we've ever done so far. Fitting for the burnout episode. But yeah, I don't know the short answer is I don't know what to do about this one, because it is not the right time to take time off from work. It is not the right time to, well, I mean, there's never a right time for me to completely disconnect from everything and everybody and everyone, even if it was only for 24 to 48 hours, because I have children that depend on me to keep them alive. So I can't do that. And a husband who sometimes wants attention. So I can't really just detach from life. And I mean, I will say there are like little Easter eggs. Like I guess when the short term things are like not, it's like not in the cards for a short term fix, I sort of start to think about like something to look forward to. Tell. We did it. We hit 10. Good.
We made it.
And so I start thinking on for like the future things. Like this year is probably going to be a heavy travel year for me, because I have glam camp coming up in April. So that's really not that far away. It feels like it is, but it's really not.
This year, it's January 20th today.
Yeah.
It feels like it should be January 4th. Like this year has gone by so quickly.
Yeah.
And we you have an extra day this year. It's leap year.
Right. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But yeah, I have glam camp in April. I have Andrew's graduation in May. Then I'm going to my dad's in June, probably like around the last week of June, because Jordan will be in, I think, at AT during that time, sometime in June. I don't know when. So I've been going to my dad's, and then so I just start thinking about like, okay, I don't have that much longer to go until I get this kind of break, or like even shorter terms is like this weekend. I knew that I was gonna have this weekend off, right? So I was like, I just have to make it 11 to Friday at 3:00, and then Friday at 3:00 I can slow down at least. Might not be able to stop, but I can slow down. I don't have to put any makeup on. I don't even have to get in the shower if I don't fucking want to. Like, my children are old enough at this point to where they don't need me to dress them. I don't need to change diapers. They don't need to be supervised 24/7. They can, for the most part, feed themselves. They do have to be reminded to do so because they're also neurodivergent. But, like, I'm essentially just there to make sure they don't hurt themselves or anyone else or burn the house down.
Burn the house down.
Yeah. So, like, I'm essentially just at, like, I'm an adult in the home because legally I have to be an adult in the home, and they need some guidance still, right? But they're, like, self-sufficient little things otherwise. They entertain themselves for the most part. And because I was a kid who wasn't, like, listened to very much and had a mom who was very detached at times, which, I mean, I understand now why she was, but, like, I try, even when I'm like this, I try very hard to, like, Noah wants to come tell me something about Minecraft or a toy he made with his blocks or something. I try very hard to just kind of stop what I'm doing for a minute and just listen to him, even if it's something, even if I'm not, like, actively listening to him, I'm at least paying attention to him, and then I'll give him a compliment about something, or you're so creative, buddy. I love that. That's amazing. Like, I pay him attention so that he feels like I'm listening to him, even if I'm doing that from my bed. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm still trying to be participative, if that's even a word, and engaged as a parent, even if I have to do that from my bed. So, like, I have to do things differently when I'm like this, and I don't, like, just keep going, like, just keep swimming, the Dory thing, like, it's not gonna work for everybody, right? Like, it's just not. I can't, when I'm this bad, my body is physically and brain is physically stopping me. Like, it's physically telling me no more. Like, you literally can't do anything else. And I think the biggest red flag for that for me was when, like, I forgot to record with you. like, I know that I've been forgetting a lot of things the last week, but, like, when I forgot to record, like, I'm like, okay, I'm done. Like, this is real. This is real shit. Real talk. The real. What is it? No cap?
No lie.
No cap. Burnout. No cap. Yeah. But yeah, I don't even know.
That's all I have to say about it.
I don't even know if anything I've said is even gonna be intelligible at this point. Like, that is how bad this is. I don't physically have words to describe like just how terrible.
No, it's kind of like, so when in my part of it, when I first started doing this vendor management stuff, and before I had to read all these contracts, I had my first meeting with our VP of IT, and so I basically gotta meet with each VP, to go through their vendors, see which ones they still use, see what risk rate them, stuff like that, and basically they tell me what function they perform for us. And so the first time, like when I met with the VP of IT, he would like tell me what they do, like what the vendor does, like, oh, they file and send out our members' tax forms, or they do security testing. Like, he would tell me, and I'm like, I'd be typing out what they do because I just need like 3 or 4 words, maybe a sentence of what these people do, and I'd be like, what? How would I phrase that? Because he would say it, but I'm like, okay, I need to phrase this in like layman's terms. Like, he wouldn't use like overly hard terms, like IT terms, and that's what they do. But I'm like,
yeah.
But I'm like, and then like he would literally tell me, which would be like a very simple phrase of what they do. Like, they do this, this, and this, and I would start typing, and I go, what did you just say? Like, what? And it would be like I couldn't process what he was telling me of I'm like, and how would you phrase that? Like, I think one of them was, oh, they do like data encryption. Like, he said, oh, they do data encryption for our emails. Pretty simple. Just, they do data encryption for emails. And I'm starting to type it out, and I go, I don't know what you just said. Can you repeat that? And like, I could, like, it just instantly left my brain.
Yeah.
He's like, they do data encryption for emails. I'm like, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
And then there's a couple times I'd ask him multiple times.
Yeah.
So it's like, I just felt so out of it. So I'm meeting him with him again on Monday, and I'm trying to finish up everything. And I told my other boss that I send a daily email to, I'm like, I'm not going to get this to you, my regular email, which I usually do first thing in the morning and get it to her. It usually takes me about an hour to get that completed. I was like, I'm not going to do that until probably after my meeting at 10, because I'm going to try my best to come in at like 7:30 on Monday to finish as much as I can, like basically make sure everything is good for my follow-up meeting with him, and that way at 10 o'clock, so I have 2.5 hours to get that done, which is mostly done, but it's more like I want to make it, because I made a spreadsheet, which my boss jokes, she goes, Amanda, you and your spreadsheets. I'm like, I know, I make a damn good spreadsheet, okay?
Yeah.
But I wanted to make it to where I'm like, okay, this looks overwhelming to anyone else. To me, it makes sense, but like all this color coding I have going on, all this sorting I have going on, it's not gonna make sense. So I'm trying to like simplify it enough to where I don't look like a crazy person.
So look like I'm autistic.
Yeah. Because it's like we have like 45 vendors to go through. So I'm trying to be like, okay, these vendors, I have the contract on file. It's not signed. So I have a group of vendors that I need the signed contract, the signed version of the contract, not just like the version they sent us to sign.
Yeah.
And that we don't have a signed version. Or I need purchase orders for these vendors. Like, it says we're not contracted with them, which means we bought printers from them. We don't need a contract to buy printers, but I do want a sales receipt of some kind.
Right.
To show this, or whatever else may be. So I just kind of like, I want to group them, but it's like, I keep getting distracted. Like, I had someone come into my office Thursday and talk with me for like an hour, and I'm thinking I was so on a roll. Like, I was such a roll with doing all this work, and they came in, which I enjoyed when they came in and talked to me. Like, we talked about different things and whatever, and I consider her a friend. But But then it's like I had like an hour left of the day, and I couldn't get back to doing anything because it's like I just lost that momentum to where I basically did absolutely nothing the last hour of the day because it's like I couldn't just go back to where I was at that point. So
Yeah.
it's real.
It's, yeah, like, it's so bad. It's so bad. And I honestly don't think I have other words at this point. And I think if we don't cut to Jeremy, I'm just going to be repeating myself at this point. So, I mean, unless you have more things to say, I don't. Like, I don't. It's where we're at. And I'm sorry, guys. Like, I really wish I had more in me, but, like, this is real shit. Like, this is real shit, real burnout. And if you've been in it, I'm sorry, but you get it. Like, I know you get it. If you get it, you get it. If you know, you know. Okay? If you know, you know. And it's bad. Like, I truly feel like I could sleep for a solid 48 hours and still not be recovered from this. That's how bad. Like, you can see my eyeballs aren't even all the way open. Like, they're really not. And that's been me all day since I woke up. It's not just right now. Like, I've literally looked like this all day. I had to go into work to get something. I left my water bottle there. So I had to go pick it up today when I went to go get Dunkin' for the kids. And I caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror, and it looked like someone had punched me in both my fucking eyes. Like, my dark circles and shit were so bad. I don't even know if you can see them right now. You can't, kind of, but this light...
Wow, it's dark circles. I always have like, yeah.
I mean, they were all the way down here, and they were like a brown. They were so brown, and usually they're not that brown. They're like a bluish, right? Like a little bit bluish, but they were just orangey brown. Like I had been jacked in both of my fucking eyeballs, and it got like an old bruise is what it looked like under my eyes. And I probably should have just put my patchies on and kept them on all day, because they need sucked back into my fucking skull. Just suck up. Woo! Lost my earbud. Hold on. Tossed my earbud. But yeah, I looked like death warmed over. It was awful. And I still do. And this is your treat. I have hair.
You're welcome.
That's stuck straight the fuck up. This is what growing out a side shave looks like, folks. It looks like flock of seagulls on the side of your head. Yeah, so, and it needs cut again because it's grown out again. So, yeah, it's just a mess. Like, I am absolutely detached and dysfunctional and losing my fucking marbles. So,
and sorry everyone, like I keep moving. Like I usually am moving a lot on camera because I can't sit still, but it's also like I'm sitting in a folding chair, which is not very comfortable.
right.
So, I'm just have an office chair, so I'm like, my office chair's pretty comfortable, but like this one, I'm just like, ow.
Yeah, so I vote we put everybody and ourselves out of our misery at this point and end it here. If you're sticking around for Jeremy, we're going to hit the transition in just a second, but if you are leaving us now, thank you, as always, for sticking around. We appreciate you. We have noticed an uptick in listens in the last 2 weeks. So therefore, I don't think we're canceled.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think we're canceled.
You're worried there for a minute, but I mean,
it was a little worried. Because we did lose a couple followers on Spotify, I noticed. But the listens have gone through the roof. So, I mean, I'm not worried about it at this point. Because when you look at our little graph, right? Like our all-time graph looks like this. So it starts like up here and then it goes whoop. And then we have a couple little peekies. And I was like, whoa, okay. So we're getting somewhere. Y'all are listening, and we thank you for it. We can't obviously have a show without listeners. So we appreciate you. If you want to become more than a listener and you want to participate in a group setting, get to know us a little better. You can come join our Discord. It is very free. We talk about anything and everything over there. Talk more about the show, things we talk about here. You can introduce us. If you listen to our spoon theory episode, let us know what your spoon drawer looks like, because I think that's really interesting. You can also do those things on our Facebook page, and you can come flip through our Instagram. Have a little look-see over there. Also, we have a tweeter that we don't tweet on.
No,
but
I haven't even looked at it. Like, I'd asked Niki so far, one by one. Okay, what's the login for this? What's the login for this? And then she'll. So I have yet to do the one for the Twitter because I don't care about. Yeah. I'm never calling it X. I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry. I'm never calling it X. Because I don't care about Elon Musk. I'm never calling it X.
It's the dumbest name ever. Twitter. It's the dumbest name ever. Like,
because I literally was on it.
Very dumb name.
I literally. What's because it's look at the name of his children. So I literally was on Twitter the other day just to look for a certain tweet by somebody, and I don't sign into Twitter or anything, but like where the X was, the X logo, I thought it was the X to close the window, and so I kept clicking on it. Now why is this closing? And it's like, oh, this is the fucking icon for the company. For that an idiot.
Boomer extreme behavior right there.
Well, when you create a company that is one letter and it's the letter that you use to close a window, then no, that's your own damn fault, not mine.
And your boomer is showing.
I figured it out when I realized, oh, this is the logo, but
it's just weird. Like, we've called it Twitter since its inception. You can't just. That's like changing Facebook.
There's
meta. It did.
There's a show about Alana. There's a show about Alana, which was cringy as fuck. But
right.
There was a joke on Alana about. He's like, that's called twittering or something like that. It's called tweeting. What he said, like, he wrote he used the bird to make a message in a log or something. He goes, that's called tweeting. It's not called Xing. Okay, like a tweet on X.
Right.
It's stupid.
Yeah, it's like when Facebook tried to call itself Meta and it didn't work out. So like,
and everyone's like, we basically internet is like, no, we're not doing that. Telling how the internet bullied the Sonic producers to be never Sonic. They're like, and a collective. If they want something to bring the internet together is to make Sonic great again. It's like, no, you will not do this to Sonic.
God, fuck with our nostalgia, and you will see us band together. From every side of the spectrum.
Under the one banner, we went died at dawn.
Yes.
To bully the Sonic producers.
That's right. Don't make him look like a fat sap, okay? Fix him. Fix him now. Mm-hmm. He shall not look like that. Make him right. He was already done right once. Don't fuck him up. You can't change how a character looks like that. It's just not okay. Give us Twitter back. We're not us. Call it Twitter again.
And we've reached the battling about nothing at part of the episode, so you're welcome.
Mm-hmm. Well, time to go. Well, they take the
good old Midwest goodbye.
Yeah, the good old Midwest goodbye is upon us. Thanks for listening. We love you. All the by the way, everything we just talked about, all of our handles are the same. Just at the NDC podcast. All of them on everything. Everywhere. Socials are platformed. You can find us there. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye. Let's hit Jeremy. Okay. Hi.
So we're back.
We're back.
Welcome.
Back in black.
And if you stay around, thank you.
Yeah. If you stuck around, we're here. And I'm
you want the fuckery. We had the fun with the Mad Lib, now you have the fuckery.
Right. So, as we discussed last week, Sympathy apparated from the ceiling of a cave, broke her fucking neck, and the AI tried to kill her off.
Yeah, in the alternate universe, the alternate dimension that was deleted, the timeline was erased.
Yeah, retconning.
Okay. You're retconning this whole last episode.
Yeah. We're We'll fix it. It's going to take 2 episodes to fix it, but we're going to fix it, okay? This AI story gets real interesting. Real fucking fast. It starts out very serious and ends very strange. So we're going to just roll with it. I had to give it a lot of help. So here we go. Maybe if I can clear my throat. Fucking hell. All right, the prompt is this. Sympathy? Sympathy, can you hear me? Sympathy, wake up, please. Binky the Hardy pleaded. He turned to Jeremy with tears in his eyes. Will she ever wake up? I don't know, Jeremy the psychic cat said. That fall was serious, and she landed right on her head. There's no telling how long she could be out. All we can do is keep talking to her and keep her comfortable. Some psychic you are, Binky snapped at Jeremy. Hey, that's not fair, Jeremy snapped back. How the hell was I supposed to know she was going to apparate from the ceiling and land on her head? Could you two shut the hell up? I have a headache, Sympathy the unicorn said. After nearly a week in a coma, she was awake. Sympathy, speaking, caught Finnegan the fainting goat so off guard that he fainted right next to Sympathy's bed, but Binky and Jeremy were too excited to care. That was the prompt. Excuse me. All right. Sympathy the unicorn opened her eyes. Finally, she exclaimed. How long have I been out? She asked. I don't know, Jeremy the cat said. Jeremy the psychic cat said. You just sort of appeared, I guess. Oh, she said. I'm hungry. What are you two still doing here? Jeremy cleared his throat. Come on, everybody. Get up and get something to eat. It's about time you eat. Okay, Binky the Hardy said, and ran outside to the tent to join the others in the feast that was going on in the village. What's this all about? Sympathy asked. Sympathy, we're trying to help you. Please trust us, Jeremy said. If you don't tell me what the hell's going on, I will be on my way. Jeremy looked away and seemed hesitant to tell Sympathy what happened. Jeremy! Fine, but you can't leave, Jeremy said. There's been a great danger going on. I know that. How the hell did I end up here? The last thing I remember is standing at the basement door and then... Jeremy interrupted. We're going to figure out what's going on. What, like we're psychic? This is supposed to say Sympathy said, and then doesn't, but yeah. What, like we're psychic, Sympathy said? Well, no, but we've worked together for too long to lie to one another. You'll see soon enough, Jeremy assured Sympathy. For now, you need to eat something and rest. Just know you're safe. Sympathy groaned. Whatever. When the dinner was over, Sympathy retired to her tent to rest and recover from her concussion. This is so freaking lame, Binky the Hardy said. It's always the same. The ratty couch, and random blankets, and a campfire. And this is the best campfire ever, Jeremy the psychic cat added. I am dying, Sympathy groaned. Oh, it's all good, Jeremy said, patting Sympathy on the back. Don't worry, you'll have better campfires.
Yours always tomorrow.
It's always tomorrow. Ugh, you're so lame. How am I supposed to sleep with you two dorks talking to me all night, Sympathy said. Fine then, Jeremy said. I'm gonna get me some lovin'. This is where it takes a fucking turn. Just ready. I want me some lovin' too, Binky said. Fine then, Jeremy said. Let's go get ourselves some lovin'. Yeah. They left their tent and started to walk towards the center of the village. So, are we just going to go grab some lovin' and be done with it? Binky asked. Sorry, it's really hard to read it. Yeah, Jeremy said. And off they went. When they arrived in the center of the village, it was quiet. Too quiet. Good thing you left your damn spell up, Binky said. Yeah, something's not right here, Jeremy replied. They should be all over this place, Binky complained. Hey, do you have any idea how bad I need some lovin'? Fine, let's go take a look at the source of the danger, Jeremy's
Downright randy.
Yeah. And gestured for Binky to follow him. But don't go anywhere, and don't look at anything that isn't already in your eyes, Jeremy said. Oh, of course, Binky said, and the two cats went deeper into the village. They didn't find much trouble, except a few rats chasing each other through the streets. Sorry, no rats, Jeremy said. And I don't feel any big danger in here. Yeah, because there is a monster of love in the center of the village, Binky said. Nah, Jeremy said. It's just some stupid kidnapping stunt. Well, I'm still going to fight for my love. I'm out of here, Binky said. Don't worry, I'll get us some gourmet chocolate ice cream and we can watch movies and cuddle, Jeremy said. Sounds good to me, Binky said. I just want some lovin'. I hear that, Jeremy said, and patted Binky on the head. Then the two headed back to their tent and went to sleep, only to be woken up in the middle of the night by Sympathy, the cynic princess of evil. To be continued. Yes.
So now she's a unicorn and a cynic princess of evil?
Yes, we leave it at the cynic princess of evil. Because, spoiler alert, that fall and that thing Jeremy didn't want to tell her has something to do with the cynic princess of evil here. You just stay tuned for next week. Just stay tuned. Because we're about to see same shit go down.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Yes. Yes.
Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da.
Yeah. So next Thursday, come back.
Mm-hmm.
And if you stuck around this long, type your first name followed by Cynic Princess of Evil on the Facebook post for the episode for the week.
Oh,
it is.
Tell the people what my animals are so I can choose.
Ah, shit. I forgot. You were a kangaroo in the AI story, and you were a camel in the ideas document. What would you like to be?
Well, I gotta pick the kangaroo because they can kick people. Camels just spit on people. Kangaroos can like kick people and punch people. Like a kangaroo can take out a boxer. So
very true.
I'll go kangaroo, and also cute.
Yeah,
cute and deadly.
Yes, yes. So Amanda is a kangaroo. Yeah.
The end. That's all I have to say about that.
That's it. It's gone. It's done. It's over. I can't. The brain, the cells, they're falling out of my ears and my eyeballs and every hole I have. It's just leaking. It hurts. Make it stop.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me.
Don't hurt me. No more.
No more. I can't do the thing they do. I can't move my neck like that. And we can't play the song because copyright.
Because copyright strike. YouTube shall striketh us down.
We barely got off the ground and we're already struck down.
I know. I mean, damn. We're just... By the way, this is episode fucking 40. Fucking 40. 40. We're only 10 episodes away from that meme review we keep saying we're going to do that we have yet to do. Remember when I was like, maybe
we have to do it because...
50.
Yeah, we've yet to do it because we haven't reached that point yet.
Right. But I was like, episode 50 is a really long way away. But we're only 10 weeks away from that at this point. That's strange to me. Yeah, anyway. Hopefully y'all did more memes in the meme shelf.
Not just Ray. We need more.
Yeah, I know. Like, Ray is floating this whole meme game over here. Floating and goating.
She's the captain of this ship.
Right. Floating and goating this ship with the memes. She's the only sole proprietor of the meme shelf. Needs some assistance, okay? That just do. We could. Not that the memes aren't good, because they totally are. But, the more the merrier, as they say.
They're a one-man meme army.
Yes. They're a one-legged person in a meme kicking contest. Instead of a one-legged person in an ass-kicking contest. Yeah. That was a bad joke.
Okay. She's now we delve down to the nonsense.
Yeah. Now it's real bad. This is the golden.
It's time for it's bedtime. It's time for it's time for bed.
What even? Oh God! It's fucking after 10 o'clock. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, I gotta go.
Yep.
Well.
Well. It's a real knee slapper right there. Go.
Certain Midwest goodbye here. I love you. Goodbye.
Love you, bye.
Okay. I don't know how to stop this fucking thing.
Hit stop recording.
Jane, stop this crazy thing.